Ross.
Ross memorably walked his ex-wife Carol down the aisle to marry another woman in that season 2 episode of Friends, which featured the first lesbian wedding on television. Playing Carol was actress Jane Sibbett, and while she's since left Hollywood behind for a whole new path, Jane has nothing but fond memories of her time on Friends.
There's been some great sets I've been on, for sure, but this is like top notch.
You can sing to it if you want to.
Please.
Jane's audition for Friends was memorable. She was pregnant at the time.
The phone call immediately was, they love you, they love you. My manager at the time, he was like, you have it, you nailed it. And I auditioned for the part of Rachel. So, you know, and then afterwards, I said, you just gotta tell him I'm pregnant. So when they came back the day after I delivered my son and said, could I work the next day and take over the part of Carol, I was conflicted. But once they sent me the pilot and I saw Schwimmer and just like, okay, I've got to do this.
Just aim for the bump.
Okay.
Sibbett first appeared as Carol in episode 9 of season 1, and though she was only supposed to be on 2 episodes, she wound up in 15.
We're gathered here today to join Carol and Susan in holy matrimony.
Oh my God. Now I've seen everything.
The whole phenomenon of Friends, I became very protective of my friends when it became such a big deal.
Why'd you freak out?
Because it's breast milk.
And being a new mom, Jane's maternal instincts kicked in with the twins, playing Carol and Ross's son, Ben. She once pulled a mommy move that shocked the late Matthew Perry.
I just don't think breast milk is for adults.
Of course, the packaging does appeal to grown-ups, Andy.
You know, my favorite little Matt Perry moment on set is when I'm doing the one with the breast milk, and I literally whipped out my breast because I was nursing my own baby. So, you know, I thought that maybe the twins that were playing my baby could do it. He's like, oh, you can kind of see that, like, Sibbett, what are you doing?
And Friends wasn't Sibbett's only iconic 90s role. She also played villain Claire Kensington in It Takes Two, opposite Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, Steve Guttenberg, and Kirstie Alley.
Look who's finally decided to grace us with her presence.
The twins were fabulous, and I just, you know, I can't say enough great things about Steve Guttenberg, and Allie was so generous.
At the height of her success, Jane walked away from it all. She traded the glare of the Hollywood spotlight in 2015 for island life on Hawaii.
Part of it was raising my children. That's why I moved over to Hawaii with my husband. We wanted our kids to have a more normal life, so we moved off-grid.
Jane has now become a miracle worker of sort, using her talents and energy to heal people with what she calls her dancing hands.
There was a gift that was flowing through my hands in particular, and come to realize that it flows through my whole entire body. So it was not something I trained for, it literally just happened.
Such a fascinating journey. And what a cool Matthew story that was.